Morning class, I'm Will Kemp from Will Kemp Art School, and this week we're going to be doing a little bit of urban sketching. So we're just going to use a couple of pens and we're going to be looking at how you can capture street furniture. I always love drawing bikes on location. They have such great shapes, especially when you get some lovely strong light hitting them and creating these great car shadows. You can download the reference image from my website to work along with the sketch, and I really look forward to seeing your results. So for this demo of the bike, I've got 4 different pens that have all got a different thickness to them. So I've got the Pentel brush pen on the left. This is going to be my thickest mark that I'm going to be making. And I've got the Faber-Castell pen. This is again a fiber tip pen that is good for blocking in like the wider shapes here on the bike. And then I've got the Muji 0.5, which is going to be my general finer lines on the drawing, and then this really super fine Micron 0.2 for the very fine areas of the weave on the basket and the flex of the cords on the bike handle. So this is just how that you can use the different pens to quickly get down what you're looking at and change the pen depending on the thickness of the line that you're working towards. So I'm starting with the Micron, the 0.2, just to give me like a ghosty start to the drawing. It's got these really fabulous shadows that's cutting across, so I'm going to emphasize those. This is from a side street in Florence, and in Italy you get this absolutely amazing light that's so bright that creates these really lovely shadows that come down the alleyways. So I'm looking for this line here. So you can take a straight edge if you've got one, just to make sure you get that nice straight line that we're going to be working to on the pavement. And when you're out sketching, don't be worried about using a straight line or a ruler for odd parts of it. If you ever look at John Singer Sargent's watercolor sketches, you'll see he's often used a ruler to get a really sharp line into his drawings. Especially for architectural features, it can be so handy. So I'm just swapping to the fiber tip pen, so I'm looking for this shadow shape here that's being cast by the wheels of the bike. And then I'll swap to the brush pen when I've got a larger area to cover. Just leave some of those broken lights. They give this idea of this light hitting onto the surface. It's always good to have it solid in the corner, so you've got a nice dark edge. You can keep some of those broken lights, can work really nicely. And when you concentrate on these shadow shapes, you really get to notice all those subtle little lines that are there. So I can just again swap to a finer pen when I want to get these shadow lines. And I'm building up this interest in the area of the drawing that you're not really going to first look at. This is the shadow, but when you concentrate on that to start with, then when you add the main subject always works so much better because you've already got the interest in the other areas of your drawing. And then I can swap to adding a hatch to this area just so I've got a bit of variety. So I'm still darkening the tone to give the indication of where the light's falling, but instead of just being a solid shade, it's got a hatch in it as well. Okay, great. Now I can start on the bike to put that in, just to bring this bottom dark and the top dark together and focusing on the main subject. So because I've got this initial shape, I'm just kind of filling in the gaps around it. And then using the fibre tip gives me a good width for the framework of the bike. And then for the really fine lines, I'm just swapping to the Micron pen and just adjusting any of the little drawing. So now I've got this nice mix of thicker pens and thinner pens, which can give this really nice effect in your drawings and just work really well, especially for street furniture where you've got those variety of lines, especially in man-made objects.